information, but it's pretty sick what that man did.
Okay, well,
along with his co-defendant.
Absolutely, and he had help. That's for sure.
He sure did.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, like a total contradiction.
Especially that last line, and he had help.
Yeah, it's a total contradiction from what they're saying now.
Liam, I can't, dude, I really can't even, I don't know. It's the level of how bad this response has been. It's on the level of the sharp as attack propaganda. Like, you remember just how ridiculous that was on the face? Like, you almost looked at it and you went, wait, really? That's what you're going with? What you're going with is that when you're not watching, he's really good? Like, that was your defense of Joe Biden's obvious cognitive decline, was that, yeah, I know, it's every time you're looking at him, but as soon as you're not looking at him, he's crushing, dude. You have no, like, it was just too ridiculous. And this, I think this might be worse. And on every single level, because look, even her, like, let's go in order here of the whole team, right? So here's Pam Bondi, and that's going to be her defense, is like, oh yeah, they asked me if I had the client list, and I said, yes, it's on my desk. But what I meant by yes, it's on my desk was that there were documents about him that, yes, were on my desk. And it's like, okay, that's the technicality, but come on. Look, we just played that interview. It's not, this is what the whole spirit of everything you were always saying was, we're getting to the bottom of this major thing, and you're going to get all this new information on it, down to the fact that you had this publicity stunt where you brought all these influencers out and gave them binders, and then it turned out to be all stuff that was already in the public record. And then, like, you just, come on, you can't go back on it with just like, no, you misheard me. Like, no, come on, you signaled the entire time down to this. Then you got Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, who have just spent years essentially making a name for themselves largely off this issue. I mean, a few just like it, but like the Russiagate, the, kind of COVID stuff, and this Epstein thing was one of their big issues, both of them just on record all the time, down to Dan Bongino, the deputy FBI director, telling us in an interview that he had it on good authority that Epstein worked for Middle Eastern intelligence, so I'm sure, right, it's whatever, it's Jordan, is really behind this whole thing. Right. It's an Iranian plot. But so all of you guys, and now Kash Patel and Dan Bongino are literally, their defense, which I guess they were the ones who started rolling it out. Their defense is trust me. I'm not saying trust me, but trust me. That literally Kash Patel is up there saying, if I had seen it, do you really think I wouldn't have released it? And you're like, oh my God, that's what you got? The irony of it, I was talking about this on my show the other day, but I think for a lot of us, I'd imagine you kind of feel like me in this situation, because we're kind of in, a similar camp here, or we're in the same camp, I would say. Kash Patel will be like, listen, guys, it's me. And you're like, yeah, but Kash, we don't really know you like that. You know what I mean? Like, I like you, Kash. I always liked you. You know why I liked you? Because you were the guy telling the truth about Jeffrey Epstein. That's the only reason why I liked you. Literally, the only reason why I supported you is because I saw you on several interviews where you were talking about how the crimes that our deep state has committed against our people, whether it was Donald Trump being framed as a Russian spy, or Jeffrey Epstein being this intelligence operation to blackmail people and all this stuff. And you were talking over and over about getting these files out. You weren't talking about that because you were like, it's, we're going to cover it up. I mean, you just can't, you can't back that. So as soon as you go back on the whole thing, that was the only reason I like you, I don't like you anymore. That's it. That was the whole appeal of you. And you can't just go like, yeah, dude, but it's me, like you're Ron Paul. And I'm like, oh yeah, dude, it is you. It is the guy I saw in 6 interviews over the last 3 years. That's true. Like, why? This was your whole thing. This is how we know you. You don't have some long track. You wrote that gay ass book about worshiping Donald Trump. What is your other track record here? You know what I mean? Like, you were good on that stuff. And so, no, like, I'm sorry, I'm out with him. Dan Bongino, Ben Shapiro could sit here and say, I trust him. That makes me trust him less. I don't know what to say. I don't trust people in government. That's not the way, that should never be the relationship between a citizen and a government in a free society.